engaging in large-scale attacks. We've had the report from the BBC which gave prominence to the attack on the school playground in the Golan Heights, where a dozen or so young people have been killed. That is, of course, a great crime, but schools are being bombed every day. At least 2 or 3 schools are attacked every week in Gaza, killing large numbers of children. So it's appalling that the killing of children in the Golan Heights is being given such prominence, but such silence on the killing of children in Gaza. The terrible stories coming out. I don't know if people heard the story that several Israeli soldiers are being charged with sexual crimes, sodomy against male Palestinian prisoners, such that one can't even walk. And such barbarism that the right-wing fascist settlers are demanding that the Israeli soldiers who are committing these crimes should be let free. There's been talk by Mr. Ali about the terrible events in Southport. And of course, in a totally bizarre sort of thing that's calling it him being a Muslim. Of course, he comes from a Christian Rwandan community. But the other thing that's missing out, and it's a very important thing that we should take on board, is the question, what are the facilities for mental health for young people? He is identified as an autistic child. What is happening to support these children who've got mental and physical disabilities? Actually, the Birmingham Council are cutting the resources to help those children. There is a school called the Calthorpe Assembly in Balsall Heath, which teaches children with serious disabilities, mental and physical disabilities. They have cut the transport to those children, such that individual parents have to bring them. And therefore, instead of them coming in groups of buses, it takes much longer to unload them and load them. So the school day has been changed from 8:30 to 3 o'clock, which is a standard time for school education, to 9:30 to 2 o'clock. So those children, those disadvantaged children, are getting 2 hours less of education. That is a total abuse that is occurring. And that is building up more dangerous events, that more children with mental health problems are going to misbehave. So I think it's very important to respond to this EDL mobilization. There is a demonstration at 2 o'clock tomorrow outside Barclays, marching around town to oppose the upsurge of racism, to defend the Muslim community. And I'll just finish by saying that there is an even more dangerous thing happening. On the 17th of August, the EDL have announced a demonstration outside the Bull and the Bull Ring at 1 o'clock on Saturday the 17th. And I've had a chat with brothers here. What would be ideal is if you had your rally earlier, 11 o'clock, and then marched into town, taking the community to oppose these racists and hopefully mobilize the Muslim community against these people trying to demonize and attack the Muslim community. So congratulations for keeping up this brilliant campaign of demonstrations and protests in Alum Rock. And we comrades in the Stop the War Coalition and PS are very welcome. We're very pleased to support you as we have done over a number of weeks. But thanks again, Mr. Ali. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israeli not Palestine.
You are no longer a councillor. You're no longer. Sorry, but that's been superseded now by being the MP, independent MP for Perry Bar, and a huge congratulations from all of us at Alum Rock Friends of Palestine. Please, by all means.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In fact, Mo, Ali, you've mentioned a very important point, which is that I'm still a councillor, and being a councillor, you can do casework for the whole of Birmingham citizens. So in that capacity, as you can imagine, I'll say a few words. Now, I am grateful to the Alum Friends of Palestine for the immense work they have been doing over the many months. And I remember standing here in very cold weather and in rain, in hailstones, and the people that congregated out here to stand in solidarity with the Palestinians is something that deserves high commendations, because it's not something that you can keep as a momentum. Everybody's got responsibilities and everyone has families. And so being able to come out here with the same enthusiasm, desperately showing, the people of Palestine that we feel their suffering, we feel their pain. And, this is something that I think any human with an ounce of humanity would have, because you only have to look at what you see on social media. People are still being killed, children are being killed, and of course we don't condone any killing, whichever side. But the reality is, when you look at the figures, when you look at the statistics, it is shocking. It is absolutely disgusting that we can still have people neglect the atrocities which are taking place in the Gaza Strip, but in the West Bank as well. And we've just heard about